Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. And he can't get away from
No way.
The Giants get there.
Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
The Giants sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing Jones.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on second down, Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell.
And this one too low.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and it converts on 3rd down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Jones. Hyatt has got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
First down, Houston.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll will say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Oilers 14, Giants 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Hey, pick 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake, Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Jones. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Well, you can't tell you how to run your offense, bro. Run that bitch.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
RJ, the Chiefs said he freed for the rest of the day. Yeah.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
What's up?
And he'll get to the 30-yard
Pretty much.
before going out of bounds.
Both. Well, shit, if we allowed to make both still.
The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half,
I already said that.
Was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
There he goes, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I knew it. No, I'm talking about the player that did.
From Georgia called for the penalty there.
They call me for a legal man downfield, and I'm pressing this fucking button. He's not throwing it. I don't know if this update fucked up the delay on RPOs or what. No, I'm not.
Play action here on first down.
Oh, okay. AJ Thomas just got hurt. Oh no.
Drag route to the tight end.
No, it's a different league. I already finished. I already finished. Yeah, the several leagues, but I already played like in B-Level leagues. Beat his ass, 30-10. Shut him out in the second half.
So they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Oh, all he wanted to do was run the ball and complain I'm blitzing.
Off play action, Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively.
Please fucking work this time. Like, stop with this delay bullshit. It worked first play of the game, and all of a sudden it's not working no more.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He dropped. No, that's a whack ass knockout.
On third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He just stuck his hand out there like, ugh.
What you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after
Oh,
him.
stumbling and shit.
Down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can.
I'm in a tie game with this guy right now.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them in no gain.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right.
No way he just completed a cross-body throw. What?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24.
I know that's Aaron Rodgers, but he's not doing that in real life. Come on now. A cross-body like that. No, you should have seen the kind of cross-body he just made, though.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first
No,
down.
I'm not trying to hear all that. He's not making the crossbody all the way to the other side of the sideline.
No, not at all. They did a really
from sideline to sideline.
In their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I know, but that shit should have been inaccurate somewhat at least. He missed the pick. He floated that bitch in the air and missed the pick.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That shit was in the air for like 15 years. Oh my god.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Gonna get his ass.
A sack back at the 32.
And Aaron Rodgers don't even got abilities in this game.
For an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, and he still made that cross-body throw.
But there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo.
Oh, in the league I am, he doesn't have it. And then we in the first year, so that's saying something.
Down on the ground.
It seems that way. Your name.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
No, he got it off.
He finds Wilson, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers.
Good knockout. Breakout, whatever. Good breakout. He just does knockout. That's weird.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to the ground, Cook. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. This is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring a 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they're able to answer back here in the 3rd quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe and one of their great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from
his boy Quinn Williams got hurt.
As an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Jones. And on the left side,
that was out of bounds.
According to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball
fucking
late
gone
getting there,
too.
and it's 3rd down.
I come back
Tough
around.
series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing Jones.
You did not catch that? You had the fucking catching traffic shit on.
This third quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams
that
trade
is
crazy.
crazy.
As we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Like it really has a backfield mismatch on, and he still drops it in traffic.
Here's Jamie.
Oh, come on, Saquon.
Standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. 56 yards the punt that time. 12 on the return. And it'll be first and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rodgers now on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Oh, shit. Oh, shut it up, man. Break this fuck.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
All right.
Again, it's Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Really? You won't let me switch?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a toss right to Barkley. No dice.
Oh no, there he's Slayton.
And taken down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Damn.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A toss out to Barkley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 30. First down, Houston.
Plenty of
that time, and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st down. Rodgers to throw. And complete right side to Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Cook. Touchdown, Houston.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Houston.
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Oilers 34, Giants 24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Houston, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 5-3.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What should be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one stops to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight them. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Man, submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Battles not taking photographs. Run it back with the total runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. My the act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the money in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money, who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a, they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is topic discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. Power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide, stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in the blink. Money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if you tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did tell me who the was stopping us, the options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up when it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check it, thermometers. These rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve and tell me get him any.
Gone in the blink. Money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if you tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Crown way too white, they be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better style. Standing on my money, dog, please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off, rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law, I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters